Now, here's the really depressing thing. What the government offered us last Wednesday was just more of the same. I mean, it is like the captain of the Titanic saying, let's carry on sailing towards the iceberg. It's true that George Osborne took a penny off a pint of beer, but the idea that you can solve, or pretending you can solve the living standards crisis of this country by saying, buy 320 pints, get one free, I mean, I don't think it's going to convince anyone, is it? But really what he offered was more of the same. No change. And no change isn't good enough. Just think about another 5 years of this. Think about another 5 years of low growth, another 5 years of falling living standards, another 5 years of you paying the price. Britain can't afford another 5 years of this. And the thing I feel about this is as follows. This government has resigned itself to a lost decade for our country. It's resigned itself to a lost decade that Britain cannot afford, a lost decade of national decline, a lost decade not when we make sacrifices to build a better future, but when things get worse, not better. The most important thing I say to you today is a lost decade is not inevitable for our country. I'm actually optimistic about Britain. I'm very optimistic about Britain because of its people. You see, this government wants to tell you that the real problem in Britain is that we've got bad people who are letting down a good government. I sort of rather think it's the opposite. We've got good people who are being let down by a bad government. That's the reality about Britain today. And I think it's a reality that we can turn around. But we can only do it if we unite our country, and we have a government that unites our country. It's not a Labour idea or a Conservative idea, it's actually a British idea. It's an idea about how much we can achieve as a country when we come together. We can do anything as a country when we're a united country, and that's what we've got to do. But you can only do it if you have the political will, and you have people working with you to do it, and you unite every part of Britain. That's what I want to do as Prime Minister. And that is the way we avoid the lost decade. That is the way we get our country moving again, and that's what I look forward to discussing with you today. Thank you very much.